Nicole, hello. Thank you for sending your video. I'm Travis. Nice to meet you. I'm going to just show you what I'm looking at and what I think you can do to make some immediate improvements. And if there's more that we needed to talk about, we can talk about that later. You jump up. These, I would just tell you ahead of time, these are relatively long straps, not really long, but longer straps. And I'm guessing that if you ever go to a gym and they've got shorter straps, and I'm going to just draw this here, but like maybe straps that are like from this high, like that long, you might be able to make a muscle up pretty quick. It's a little bit harder with long straps initially. It's easier on your body, but it can be a little bit harder to kind of control where your lower body goes on long straps. All that being said, you've got a great situation to learn on, so don't worry about that. All right, so you jump up, you grab. What I like about this is I call this the cast. Your hips are slightly forward in front of the vertical plane, so you're not leaning back. You're on the right side of the rings, basically. Your backswing looks good. You keep the rings straight. That looks nice. And then right here. So this is actually where I would start snapping the legs back. And the reason why is because if your feet go really high, they start going up against gravity for a little bit more time, and then they lose power. So you probably have more speed and momentum in your legs right now. And that's kind of where we want to be when you snap your legs back. Now, it's kind of hard for me to navigate this perfectly with my thumb on my tablet, but from here, what I would recommend, right as your legs are horizontal, there, see what I mean? Okay, so right about, all right, I'm gonna get this right. I'm just gonna draw it, how about that? So when your body's here and your legs are here, your feet are coming up with a ton of speed and momentum, and that's super good. The angle in your hips at that point was really good too. And then from there, you'll be able to snap them backward. And when you snap them from here backward, it causes your hips to move. And then you can pull the rings kind of backward toward your forehead. It looks like you're kind of pulling them toward your hips here. So let's see. Now you do pull back just a little bit right there, but then see how they go toward your hips. This doesn't give you much upper body leverage. There's the drill that people call hips to rings. I absolutely despise this drill because when your body is, say, horizontal and you've got the rings here, if you're pulling on them, you don't have any way to sit up with your upper body. And so it's much more beneficial to pull the rings toward your shoulders, as that will set you up a lot easier. So that's one thing that I would recommend aside from snapping your legs back. Now you can see your feet go up a little bit higher. Let's see, again, fighting this thing. I wouldn't necessarily do that. It can cause you to start kicking a little bit higher up toward the rings if you get fatigued. So it's not really a good movement pattern to have a habit of doing, but I know Justin from RX shows people how to kip up like that, and it works for a lot of people also. I personally don't recommend it. So snapping your legs back here without bending them, that's going to be the next thing. So when your foot comes up, it's got a lot of speed and potential power and energy. And when you can pull your whole leg backward, that sends a ripple effect through your body. So essentially, and it's hard for me to, again, explain like this, but I have a video where I shake a rope, and the rope, kind of like a battle rope, it's laying on the ground, and I lift up and down, and then the end comes flying at my face. When I took the video, really surprised me. I'm glad I didn't get hit in the face. But that's kind of what happens through your body when you snap your legs back. So you swing your feet forward and you snap them back really fast, and it causes the power to kind of roll through your body and then up through your shoulders. And you need your shoulders getting higher than the rings. And that's really the go-to focus point. Is it doesn't really matter how high your hips go if your shoulders aren't higher than your hips. And in this case, a lot of people lean back and then they'll get, like the shoulders are the same height as the hips. So the hips run out of power. This is what's wrong here. Your hips go up. They're at a pretty good height to finish, but your shoulders are too late. So your hips start dropping by the time that your shoulders get over the top. You see how they started going down. So they were here, and now they start floating downward. And by the time your shoulders get over the top, you just don't have enough height in your hips at that point. So we need to get the shoulders going over faster earlier and keep the height in the hips. In order to do that, we want to try to swing our legs forward and then snap them backward. And I have a video link that I can send you for that. All in all, you've got a good swing. You've got some good power here. You get quite a bit of height. It's just the rings aren't underneath the biceps when your body is vertical enough to hold. So we just need faster shoulders and maybe a little bit more height. And that's kind of the process that I would go through to do it. So I'm going to send you a link. I'm going to send you this video on a YouTube link. And then you probably know that because you're not going to watch this until you receive it with the YouTube link. And then any other questions you can just direct to me on Instagram. If you want to do another trial or try the membership, just look in the description of the YouTube video and there's a link right there. Otherwise, you can just find it on my Instagram. Okay, talk to you soon, Nicole.